Here we go again. Well, good morning. I started without you because I wasn't sure if you were going to show up today. I wouldn't blame you. Today I was going to do some more work on the other side of the garage and try to finish things off, the last few things that need to get tidied and find homes. But then this morning I didn't feel like it. So we're back over to the bench and we're going to play with the wall. And I'm going to show you what I did this morning while you were, sleeping in or something because you weren't here. So let me show you what we did and catch up, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. It'll be fun. Hold on. All right, so I tried to do it fancy on the tripod, but I just can't get the angle. So this is what I made this morning. Let's see if we can put a little light on it. It's on the very top, and I don't want to just use it as a place to put all my tools. I have a toolbox for that, but there's certain tools that I use all the time. And I decided to start with my measuring or laying out items because I have a new home down here, for my pencils and things I'm using on the current project, common screws, and always a tape measure. So up here, I made a place for my 3-foot level, my little magnetic bullet level, and everybody's favorite, carpenter square. So, this got a mess because I'm planning, what else do I want to put up here? And instead it's all here. But I think we're going to go with clamps. Absolutely a glue station. And what was the other one? Oh, a coffee cup holder. I'm using this coffee cup. I have like 3-4 coffee cups I use regularly, and they all fit in that footprint. So we use that one as our sample to get it laid out, I think, and go from there. So let's see how this goes today. I think I'm going to go with clamps in the corner because I honestly don't do as much clamping as I used to. Glue and coffee will always be close at hand because I love them. So follow along. Okay, so here's another pro tip, which I don't know if I told you, but I didn't show you and I just did now. I'm not going out of my way to make these shine. They're going to be utilitarian in an old garage, but I want them at least splinter free. And the main thing is on this edge, let me see if I can get that right there. You want to take off that edge right there because when it sits down behind the cleat on the wall, things are going to get in there, and I cut these out on an old benchtop table saw, so they're pretty straight, but they're not perfect. And when they lock together, they can tend to bind in there. But just by taking that tip off, it gives it a little bit more freedom to come in and out, but not so much that it'll pull out. And we discussed already, I think, how to prevent things from pulling out of there, so we're not going to dwell on that either. This is for the clamp. What is with me and things hanging? I've got to do something there. It's annoying. I hope it's annoying to you too, because you should join me. Okay, this is going to be for my, I don't know how well it's going to work, so it's an experiment. But it's a very inexpensive experiment. We're going to screw that together, hang it up, and I'm hoping it doesn't need more than this to keep it from pulling down. Again, not used all the time, but I don't want to have to fight with it every time I do use them. So I may have to resort to one of my little above wedges that we talked about, and I'll show you if I do. So hang on. All right, well, that was, you can see the glue's not even dry. That was pretty easy. Doesn't seem to give too much wiggle when I need to grab a clamp. These are horrible, never buy them. The bigger ones are okay, but those little tiny Harbor Freight ones, they look so handy, but 9 out of 10 times they're junk. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it for now. I don't think I need to reinforce it, you know, but if I need to change that, it's a matter of making a little 1/2-inch wedge, so it'll take me all of 2 minutes. So one thing I learned from other people who have made French cleat walls, don't overcrowd your clamps. You want to stack them up and make them look really cool and have 40 clamps. The problem is every time you go to use it, you reach in, you grab, and it's just hard to, and you knock it loose. If you got a little more space, you get a little more ease of use. So that's from me to you. Merry Christmas. No, we're past Christmas now. I hope you had a pleasant holidays. And I'll fill you in real quick. We yesterday, which would be December 18th, I don't know, almost Christmas, we had a porch pirate come and help themselves to a package off our porch. I have him on camera, and I'm never going to find him. But I went out this morning, right where he left his car parked in the middle of the road to see, I don't know, just to see. And then we had a lot of rain last night. And guess what I found in the pouring rain tamped into the asphalt in front of my house? A $20 bill. I have never found a $20 bill on the road in front of my house. So Merry Christmas to me, and I don't know what he got. We have no idea what it was, but I hope it was garbage. It was great. Okay, so I think I've made it clear that I don't like to reinvent the wheel. So as I was trying to figure out where I was going to put my clamps, and they were either going to hang too low or be in the way or too far, and I looked up and I'm like, I've been wondering what to use that area for. I have 2 more of those bar clamps that were given to me, and they're all rusted up, that I'll be cleaning up and put up there. But they'll all fit just fine. They're out of the way. And then I have the big guy that I always bump my head on over here up there. And I have a few more down in the basement that I'm going to add to it. So little by little, it's coming together. But I want to show you this. Let's see if I can get you in position without having to stop this. Yeah. Okay, here it is. So this had to be movable, right? And it had to be secure because it's my coffee cup holder or my water or whatever. I went to get my hole saw and I can't find the mandrel for it because I'm cleaning up. It's here somewhere, but I spent a bunch of time looking, so I finally just laid it on the board, traced around it, whipped out a circle on my bandsaw. Now, here's the beauty of this thing. Let me make sure you're gonna see it. Yeah, okay, you put it in there. I put things in here, I can see my stuff getting spilled. So I want a wedge, but I also want to be able to move this readily, easily. So look what I did. I made a wedge, okay? Fits perfect, slides right in, really firms it up, okay? Now I have a little more safety net around it. When I need to move it, I can just pull it out, slap her in a new location, and pop it back in. Oh, I love it. I love it. Probably my best thing yet, or my most favorite. Next up is going to be then the glue holder. It's going to be upside down, and I think I want to put something under it so it doesn't just drip all over, but I'm not sure yet. And I'll probably make a couple. I have 1 bottle usually, but I'm going to make it for 2 because, you know, I might get fancy someday and get 2 bottles of glue. You never know. All right, that's where we're at. It's little by little. Let's see, the bench is getting clear. Surprisingly, that guy is a big concern. I don't know if you remember having these when you were in school, but when you hang your pencil sharpener, and I almost only use pencils, there are certain requirements. Let me see if I can show you here. Like here, I have to reach out over it's way back, it's too far. Conversely, also, the handle is not clear. I'm a big boy, I'm gonna bang my knuckles. So it has to be readily available in a clear area where a Neanderthal won't drag his knuckles across it. And I only wanna hang it 1 more time. So this one's giving me a little bit of anxiety, but we'll figure it out by the end of the day. All right, well, the whole missing mandrel bit was killing me. And I finally remembered the last time I used it was when I put in that garage or the basement door that I told you all about in a few videos back. because I know you're all watching the whole series waiting to see how it ends. Or hoping it ends. Anyway, the mandrel and the saw that it was in, these things are cheap. These are Harbor Freight, but I've used them forever. And I've only burned up 2, maybe 1 or 2. So now I can make a glue station. I've decided I'm going to add Elmer's because it's on my shelf, and I do use it a lot in stuff. And I'm going to make 2 tight bond holes and a smaller hole because I always have an active, some form of JB Weld or epoxy, so I'm going to make a pocket for that. I've seen other people do with acid brushes and other things, but to be honest, I usually grab a scrap piece of wood and mix it there and throw it away when I'm done. I don't need that part, I don't think. I'll regret it, I'm sure. So I'm going to put these all together and get the holes drilled and finish that piece. Look, using my new if you drink coffee, what's your favorite? We've been drinking that Cafe Bucello. I don't know, it reminds me of the old days when drinking espresso Magliodoro with my Italian buddy in the Navy. And really good. So what do you drink? It can be vodka. It's okay. No judgment here. Okay, back to work. I'm stalling. Okay. Free Harbor Freight. Free. Just for going in one day. I have never used it. But I could. I could use it somewhere, somehow, someday. Huh. Wow. Look at that. Is it perfect? No. Am I going to make it perfect? Probably not. But I like it. It works for me in my garage. So I'm sure there's 100 better ways it could be done. But man, just having my glue right here, ready to open and pour. Don't do that. Remember when you used to do that though, on your hand, rubbing it before the internet, before YouTube? But it's awesome for me. And that's what anything you make for your house, for your garage, your shop should be awesome for you. And there was a point to all that, I think, but I don't know what it is. Don't spill your coffee, that's a good one. I really think I am gonna look into, hanging my couple of my power tools on the board. I just think it'll be really handy. What else did I have? Oh, I want to show you something. I want to wrap myself out. Years ago when we were poor, I bought a set of chisels that were outside of my affordability factor at the time. I bought these Craftsman wood chisels. Man, I used them. I didn't have a house back then, so I used them for woodworking projects. Man, and then I would get my stone and I would sharpen them and put them, and they were just well loved. Because look at them now. Paint, drywall, chipped ends from doing things I shouldn't be doing with a wood chisel. And it's embarrassing. They've been in this drawer here that I'm digging around in ever since. There's five to that set. And I have a couple other miscellaneous chisels that are pretty decent. But what I did is I took one that looked like this. That's just, oh, that's really bad. Yeah, this is when I painted the attic with a sprayer. And I was using this to do something I shouldn't. And I brought them back to this. I repainted them. I polished out the plastic as best I could, cleaned up the metal and I put a nice sharp end on it. And that was, about 6 months ago. And I've been meaning to do all the other ones. so that I have a nice set that I can be proud to use, and they feel good and they look good, and I don't mind if other people see them. Well, I don't have that right now, but I think I'm going to add those to my board and put them on public view. So I have to do them. So I think the next piece, and I don't know if it's going to be right now, I got a couple of things I need to get done. I'm going to the little theater tonight, and I don't want to have anything hanging over my head. So, oh, and these two saws made the cut, a little coping saw and my God, hacksaw are going to go up on the board. So I think right there, and then I was thinking possibly a couple of my adjustable wrenches. We'll see. So there's room, and I don't want to rush it and just fill it up. I want to make it so that I don't regret it or want to redo it when I'm done. So one thing at a time, and I have to remind myself, there ain't no rush. Oops, sorry about that. There ain't no rush. I will take suggestions though. You got any? Besides the coffee thing. For right now, I'm going to go walk my dog because she's getting a little. She's a young, higher energy breed, and she gets antsy for me to entertain her. So we're going to go do that. Take a break from this, and I don't know if I'll see you back for more today, but there'll be more. I'll tell you all about the play. If you've never seen it, the movie or the play, it's definitely worth it. Did I tell you that? Oh, man, I'm getting old. I don't know. I probably did. Anyway, that's all for now. Talk to you later. Perfect. I told you.